The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Now, Tom O'Brien, Darrell Martin, and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Darrell Martin, Steve Rhodes. I love it. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We love that you're growling and prowling out here with us, folks. Welcome to the Nadex Bull and Bear Binary Option Hour. The market right now, we get the Dow down 4, NASDAQ off 1, S&P's down 2. It's Friday, so there's smoking gold. That's down 17. You get silver off 47. Bonds are down 22. Now, that's going to get interesting because we'll take a look at that in a few seconds. King dollar basically is running to the highs again, up 478 ticks at 83.54. That's after getting basically smoked yesterday. Bottom line, though, it's inside the range, wanting to go higher. Euro, 129.67. The yen is out there at 101.06. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner right in the top on the side. You can open that account. They'll put $25,000 of funny money into it. And, of course, don't forget, each and every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, has his own program, and he's out there trading those Nadex products each and every day. He also has an analyzer that is absolutely phenomenal. It's the king analyzer in the marketplace. There's no doubt about it. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Having a great day.
Yeah.
So we got things going on already. Got a little bit of news coming out, and this market's moving.
It's moving, man. We got volatility, and we get volatility in spades. There's no two ways about that. And what you had, folks...
Trader's dream with the volatility, man. That's what you're looking for.
There's no doubt. And what you had, folks, okay, yesterday, it was kind of intriguing, too, because the S&P couldn't make it up to the lows of the highs, okay? But the NASDAQ just missed it by like 3 points. And it looks to me like that's going to be the number. Now, what we don't want to happen, what I don't want to happen today, is I do not want to see that S&P down at that 1635 number, it's 1653. I do expect, right now it's flat, but I do expect you're going to see that S&P down about 10 points before it's all said and done. And the reason that I don't want it down there today is that we're going to have light volume. The light volume is just going to come in. So,
yeah, right now, I mean, I've been seeing the heavy. It's pushing. I think it's coming on back down right now. I mean, it's already moving. So.
Oh no, it is. It is. So let's go over and we'll go over to the Nadex platform and let's take your analyzer and let's take a look at this S&P and see what we can sell right now.
See what we got.
You know
over
what?
here.
I'm wondering if my mother ever taught me how to buy. She did, folks. She did. She taught me how to buy real estate. No.
How to buy real estate and short everything else, huh?
Oh, man. Sometimes I think about it and I say to myself, man, I'm telling you, I'll buy gold. You know what I mean? I'll buy bonds when no one wanted them, It gets interesting, though. It really does. There's no doubt about it. Okay.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? So we're going to sell. How much time we want to give this puppy to move?
Let's see. It's 10 o'clock. How about noon? Because Fridays are going to, Fridays in the summer, folks, are funky days. There's no doubt about it. Even maybe 1 o'clock's not bad.
Okay. All right, let's go over here. No problem. That's easy. And then we always like to choose those nice and cheap ones. We don't want those ones that are way out of the money. That's one of the things people always make mistakes on when they're trading Nadex.
Yeah, explain this a little. Because this is a great. You absolutely want to understand this, folks.
All right, let's say I'm looking at this this noon spread right here.
Yep.
And or we'll take this 11 o'clock one. I'm trying to find a great example for what we're talking about. Here we go. Okay, this thing has to move 40 ticks. Now, understand Nadex ticks in dimes, so that's only 4 points. Okay,
right.
But it still has to move 4 points down before you get your money back.
Okay.
So you're not like that $8 risk is
12.
You're not exactly. I mean, you're not getting any of it back until it moves all the way down.
Yeah, you got to add that up, folks. Always, right.
So you always want to be looking at that and just be aware of it. Now, if you're expecting a good move, okay,
yeah,
it actually can be okay to do it. But it's like, and you need to have that expectation and go, what's my reward? So let's say, like, you were talking about a target. What's that target price we're looking at?
what we'd have to do first is this. Okay, so the way the S&P is set up right now, that first tick bar, I expect we'll get a test of. Okay, so what we're going to do, folks, is this. I'm taking a 10-minute bar, and right now the S&P is down 6, so I don't want to sell it just yet, because what I'd like to do is that first burst up there, we're at 1647.
Did the gap fill this morning?
Yeah, I'd really like to sell it at 1652, 53. And what will happen, folks, is that you'll get a burst back up. The reason being is that first acceleration up at 940 had 115,000 contracts. So this is just deviance, you know what I mean? So the closer, and hopefully before we get off, we can do it. Well, hey, listen, let me ask you this. Let's do this. Oh, boy, I'll tell you, my mother must be screaming at me right now. I'm going to buy. Let's buy it. You know, buy it. No, seriously, this is. So,
this ain't no house.
No, we're going to buy it. We'll buy it. Now, I want to buy this really close. I want to buy this on like 11 o'clock one, because I expect longer that we're going to be down, but shorter it can go up there and test, which will give us. So let's say it's going to go test the 1653 right now at 1648.
Okay, that would give us a 11 a.m. 1645 to 1655.
Oh, that's good, because the 45 is only $3 on the way down. We like that.
Yep. And 8 ticks, again, that's Nadex ticks, and we put that right up here, 0.1. So that's only like a point. That's not even a point.
Oh, nail that, baby, man.
So $35.
Yep.
Okay, risk, and that's because we're actually in the money, which means we're going to move fast.
Yep.
And so if we buy at 1648 and we sell at 1653, that's going to make us $50 on a $32 risk. So that's not too shabby.
No, that works.
And we don't have to worry about a stop loss. Our risk is so low.
For 45 minutes, right? Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about this, it's almost like playing a little swing trade at the moment, right?
No, that's all I'm doing. What I'm doing, folks, if you're listening in your car, what it is this. At 9:40, we had an expansion up, and it had volume on a 10-minute bar. So that has to go get tested, particularly because we just came down, and we came down into that same bar with lighter volume. So it's like, you're in a Friday, it's a deviance, it can go spike that in a second and then give it up, you know.
Exactly. So, I mean, it literally looks just like a swing trade. So we go right over here, and so if you're looking at the morning session, I mean, it really, like, you're going right back up to settlements. And that's really what you're basically targeting, like, just right at settlement.
Exactly.
So, which is our major deviation point, which is 1650, 253.5 right there?
Yes.
So, right on that point.
So this is pretty cool. What Darrell's showing, folks, is that he's showing a system, but he's also showing that that's the first deviation point, too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
so settlement is a very, very strong deviation level. So, like, it comes down. The market moved down last night.
Yep.
And you'll see it just bounce off of it all the time.
Right.
So, like, a lot of times when I'm doing, it's a gap fill play. So, what happened was the market closed, for those out there that haven't done gap fills before, the market came up. Market closed out right here. Okay?
Right.
So, right here at 1653.5 yesterday, that's where the CME said the settlement price was.
Yes.
Market moved on down to 0.5, 0.7, sort of hung out there, most of the night after that initial drop between 3 and basically about 9:30. Okay?
Right.
Market opened up, ran literally, I mean, just look at it. I mean, right up to, that's the gap fill, right up to the deviation.
I know.
The high was 1653.75.
Right.
And then fell right back down. Look where it fell back down to. Right back down to minus 0.5 on the deviation point. So this is a perfect point to, if you're going to go in and you're thinking, hey, fade reversal, it's going to pop back up one last time, then you're right at the deviation statistical level where the algorithm should be kicking in based on implied volatility to start firing off buy orders again. I mean, it's basically, from this point, it's flying up or flying down. It ain't staying flat.
Yeah.
So that's really what we're looking at right now. Now, you also could go, I think it's going to go down, I think it's going to go up.
Okay.
And sometimes we forget this, but you can do both.
Okay. So talk to me about that. Yeah, no, you can. That's right, because risk-reward. No, I'm with you. Okay.
Okay. And so I'll look at these and I'll go, what really is my best choice?
Right.
And so I could go over here and I could buy that. Now, 11 o'clock means I'm thinking there's going to be a pretty quick pop, 45 minutes.
That's correct.
Okay.
Right.
So now, if I still think it's going to pop up that far, I could look at, well, what's my target? My target's 1653. I could always hop over to the binary scanner.
Okay.
And pull up the S&P 500.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And we have the new simulation model built in where you can go, well, what if it hit 1653? Like, pretty fast. Okay?
Yeah.
We just put in that price, and what it's going to do for us is it's actually going to help update simulation prices for us.
Okay.
But one of the simplest ways is just go in and find the 1653. And I can buy that, and this is sort of interesting, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going and buy this right here for $5.
Yeah, and you make 95.
I can buy this
right?
one for $12.50 if I want to. So
that's
that's
1651.
really,
Now that's interesting. So 1651.70. So what would end up happening is that an 11 o'clock one, or is that that's 42 minutes?
Yeah, that's an 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, 1649.
I can even go down here and get the 1652.9 for like 1750. So sometimes the binary's better, sometimes the spread's better. Now the binary, the time's working against you. Okay?
Right.
So it's really got to move. On the spread, let's say we get into the spread, it only moves up a point and it just sort of stays flat and doesn't go anywhere.
Yes.
Then, we don't care. Like, we're basically going to get our money back.
Right.
Okay, on the binary, you may have less risk, but you have less probability because it has to move.
For sure. And for what happens, folks, it has to get over that number or you get zero. That's what it comes down to.
Exactly. Now, we can close out when it gets there or close to there,
Yes.
So there's a lot of different things that we can do.
That's right. And that would go up dramatically once it gets close to there. Well, if we got close to there with a half hour left, not 5 minutes left, yeah.
Yeah. So we can go in and we can do all those different pieces and put them together. But that's the nice thing about the spread scanner and the binary scanner. Before, trying to compare these things was really difficult.
Yes.
And now I can hop in there and easily do it. But yeah, we got our 1653. All we got to do on here, and by the way, we also added the demo or live.
Okay.
So you can do either one. And it actually feeds from the live data feed and the demo data feed because they can vary a little bit because the demo acts like an exchange. It feeds prices from the live.
Right.
But as demo traders are trading, they participate in that price-making model.
Yeah, they can clean the book. Right, right.
Exactly. So just to help keep it accurate. But yeah, we just click buy right there. It opens up our ticket, and then we put the order in. It's pretty simple, and you're able to place your trade. Oh, I gotta log in. Hold on. I thought I had it logged in, but I think I may have logged in afterwards. Let's see here. And the demo account, by the way, if any users had or have a demo account and they're worried about it expiring, you can email me and I'll send you the contact. There's a specific person you need to contact. You can get that demo extended for like 12 months. So, because they expire after like 2 weeks.
Right.
Right. And you can get it extended pretty easy. So just I always let people know that. And just I don't give out people's information on air. But
right.
Now here's interesting. Check this out, okay? Because it's already moved up a little bit. We actually can get the 12 o'clock one for only $4 more.
Okay. And that's where this totally makes sense, right? Because
so now we have
what
another
just happened,
hour.
Folks, is that we added an hour, 60 trading minutes for $4. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I totally am for that.
Yeah. Big time.
So we go in there.
Particularly because it's interesting about that. When we started it, the S&Ps are already up a point. So it's kind of interesting. It's actually not even $4 it's costing us.
Exactly. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
So that's the one we place. Place order.
It's a beautiful thing. You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us right now. We have the Dow down 23. NASDAQ off 5. S&Ps are off 5. Gold's down 16. Silver is off 43 cents. We're going to be right back, folks.
The Art of Timing the Trade Charts has officially launched at TFNN. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind software, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, butterflies, ABCs, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the market for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, and even months searching to find. As part of our introductory pricing, we're offering licenses available at only $59 per month. We're so confident that you'll love this new outstanding piece of charting software that we'll even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Lock in your low price today by ordering your copy at TFNN.com.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. The Dow right now is down 22. Nasdaq's off 4. S&Ps are off 4.5. And don't forget, folks, if you do want to take advantage of the Tiger Dollar promotion, this is the last couple days. So if you want to make 20% of your money, get a donation in your name to the Boston Fund, as well as get 2 workshops absolutely free. I'm going to do the first workshop from 9 to 12 on June 17th. The second one, which is the beginning of the week, getting us into the week. The second one's going to be 9 to 12 on option expiration day, which is the 21st. All those details on the front page of TFNN. So if you have any subscriptions out there at TFNN right now, bottom line, you can save 20%, you can make 20%, depending on the way you want to look at it. If you're getting any in the future, it's a great way to basically save a lot of money and give it a donation and get those workshops absolutely free. Let's go to Lou in Nashua, New Hampshire. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, how you going, Tom?
We're doing great, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
Okay. I was wondering if you could look at the Canadian dollar.
Okay, so we get the dollar right now. It's trading at 103. So what are we trying to do here? What do you want to do?
I was going to do a buy at 96.40.
Okay, so that's the opposite. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be buying it. So you think the Canadian dollar is going up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. what's happening is that the, one second, CDM, he's telling me I can look at it this way. Let me look at it this way. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so you're looking at the CDM3. Thanks, Z.
CDM13, I think.
Yeah, I get it as 3. That's the, it's just, on my system, it's just a 3. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying this, man.
Okay, good advice. I was also looking at the Aussie dollar for a September option.
Let me just see this for a second. So I just do the opposite. Well, that's going to be interesting to see if this thing totally breaks down. Well, the Aussie dollar, let me see. I don't even know what the symbol is. Darrell, you know what the symbol is the Aussie dollar by any chance?
6A.
6A.
Well, I don't know Bloomberg symbol.
I got it. Thank you.
symbol.
I got it. Thanks, Z. Okay, I have it. Okay. ADM3. Okay, so, oh man, this has got smoked. And you know what's really interesting, folks? So check this out. You know, with the Tiger Real Estate Fund, we have investors basically all over the place. But there was a couple of really smart investors in Australia, and what they did is that they're investing, and they felt that their dollar was going down, which is pretty wild, because you get a double banger out of it. What ends up happening, of course, is that U.S. dollar going up, real estate going up, their dollar going down. So what are you looking to do here?
Buy at 95.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be doing that either.
Okay, great. I'm glad I called.
Well, hopefully you're going to be glad you called me. We'll see.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Lou, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, so market-wise out here, we'll see where this shakes and bakes. Right now, it's still a flat market. If we go over to gold, we take a look at gold for a second, folks, okay? This is always dangerous on Fridays. You know, bottom line, they sell the baby down, and it looks to me that the first sell down wasn't that bad. Price-wise, it was pretty dramatic, okay? Volume-wise, it's not the end of the world. Oh, actually, hold it. I got to put the Q up. GCQ3. Yeah, it's going to be a different ball game, I think. 1 second. Yeah, it is a different ball game. Okay, so this is what's going to be the danger in gold, folks, right now, is that the first leg down. Because the first leg down has juice right at the bottom right now. And that juice is at 1391. So it's not going to take much. If they can't just get this going in the next, I'd say 30, 40 minutes, you're going to see the next leg down. That next leg down will bring it down to 1382, which is just, it's amazing on Fridays, folks, because on Fridays what you have to remember is that when we stop trading gold in the U.S., it doesn't open up till 6:30 at night, Eastern Standard Time, Sunday night. And that's always a problem, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a problem because it's
people left hanging in there. Yeah, they don't want to get out of their positions.
It's the hot potato. It's the hot potato over the weekend, man.
You take it. No, you take it. No, you take it.
Exactly. You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Right now, you get the Dow down 27, Nasdaq off 5, S&Ps are off 4.5, gold's down 16, silver's off 42, bonds are down 18. We're going to get back to bonds as soon as Darrell and I are coming back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives you Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. With Mark by visiting the front page of TFNN.com.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit tfnn.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And boing! We got a bounce happening in the marketplace. We get the Dow down 4, NASDAQ off 2, S&Ps are off 350. Don't forget, folks, Darrell has his own program each and every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Now, all the programming at TFNN, right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. Okay, check it out. And, you know, what we have here, folks, okay, is that this bounce is coming in. If you just want to see, I tell you, man, as Darrell was saying at the beginning of the program, but there's no doubt, folks, once volatility comes back in the marketplace, let me tell you something. It's as cool as you can get because the aspect of just high volume lows or highs, particularly, you know, trading, are just sweet because what we have now is this, okay? So you had that bar at 940, and it's running up to it, wants to test it. Now, the correlation, all you do with the correlation, folks, is that you already know what the number is. The number is 115,000 contracts. The price point up there is 1653. They're at 1650.50. It's going to go up for the test, and what it will do is either going to make it or break it. It goes one or the other. So it doesn't make it, guess what? All that means you pull down the other side. Now, this is what you also want to get out of this, and what it is this. Is that because when we came down the other side, we didn't have volume. If it fails at the high, which it probably will, don't expect volume down at the other high. Why? Because it's a Friday. That's what you have happening. You got to remember, Fridays in the summer, basically, you know, you get 3 hours of trading, and that's about it. You know, so It's going to be a wild one, but I got a feeling that
we're up on that one right there.
Yeah.
So, and remember that one we were looking at, that 1651.7?
Yes.
And it was like $17, right?
Right.
Okay, now you can sell for $35. So you already doubled your money.
That's sweet. And that was all of 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not done yet. This is going to go for it right now, folks. If you're in your car, what we're doing is that, I'm so used to a 10-minute chart. I mean, it's just, what happens, it's like a bed bug, folks, going back and forth. There's no doubt about it. But bottom line is that it turns into some heavy bread. I mean, I remember one of the best days I ever had in the marketplace was in the middle of the downdraft, and the market was actually flat at the end of the day. But what ended up happening is that in between being flat, it was up and down that day about 12 to 14 S&P points, and that was normal during the downdraft, folks. Okay, but so when you have wide price spreads in the marketplace, there's basically small amount of risk, huge amount of gain. Oh yeah, and you know what? This is a trip. Well, the largest day I did ever have in the marketplace. Mark just put it up in the den. Was January 22nd, 23rd. You know what's so crazy? I'm telling you, folks, you gotta love life. Mark, I'm talking to you out there. You know why? No, Darrell, you got to check this out. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
So check this out. And we were shot in the newsletter the day before. We made a fortune, and I went long. I walked in this place on the 23rd. The market was up 900 points. Okay. I closed everything out before the market even opened, and it was. I'd put the number out, but people wouldn't even believe it. It was insane. It was insane. It was just absolutely amazing. But that's what you have with volatility.
Yeah, you walk in and basically your position was just massively up, and you're like, just get out.
It was hundreds of thousands. I mean, it was insane. I mean, it was like, oh really? And then I flipped the position again. If you remember that 900 day, folks, we had already been down. We're up 900. I let it go, flipped it before the market was open. Then turned around and 2 o'clock we went shot the market again. Oh, it was sick. I literally, my accountant literally said to me when they were doing it, he says, "Hold it, there's something wrong with this month here." I said, "No, there's nothing wrong with this month. That was the real deal." But
like, wait a minute, we need to. You don't adjust nothing. You leave that thing alone.
That was sick. I tell you that. We'll see whether we get that kind of volatility. But what does happen, folks? Okay, I'm not suggesting you go out there and day trade, but if you're going to go swing trade, if you're going to do this, try the Nadex platform, because this is what the difference is. The difference is that it's defined risk, and you don't need the kind of money that we're talking about to trade it. Okay, and you can really get a taste of volatility going back and forth, and you're risking $30 and $50, and and you can still have a life and a job, which is where it's at. I just happen to drop.
I mean, you think of my show I do every day. I'll go on, and I've been the last couple of days just for fun. I've been going on doing maybe lunchtime butterflies.
Yes,
we've been throwing those things on. I mean, you put them on, they take 5 minutes.
Right.
And to maybe a minute or two to put on, and some of them expire in 5 minutes. I think I did one yesterday, was 30 minutes. That was profitable. I did two like the day before that. We made $50 on each one. One of them took 15 minutes. One of them literally took 5 minutes from open to expiration. And I mean, you don't have to trade for 5 hours. And not that, I mean, I love trading.
No, you don't.
But you don't have to.
There's no doubt.
So,
and what Darrell's talking about there, folks, at lunchtime, inside those butterflies, is that it's a dead market. So what he's doing is he's being the bookie on the other side of it, turning around saying to someone else, okay, you can take that trade. I suspect that things are going to stay flat within a certain range for that amount of time. And the bottom line is that this is where there's no doubt that you have to take your technical skills, and this is where you got to go through a few cycles, along with the skills about, okay, it's not we're in the speculation business, in the probability business, but what does happen is as things flatten out, well, there's always new people in the marketplace. They don't understand things flatten out at certain times in the day. They don't understand that people have to have a life. Because that's what does end up happening, folks. That has to do with people having a life versus, just keep hitting the button, so.
Right. And, I mean, you go in there and, I mean, it's not even that I have some people hear like range bound or flat, and obviously we're not in a range bound flat market, but you have your just like I talk about seasonal cycles all the time, you have seasonal cycles intraday.
Right.
People go to lunch. Floor traders,
absolutely.
Europe goes to sleep, and Asia's, they're snoozing. And the floor traders are going to lunch. 80% of them aren't coming back at the time.
Yep.
Depending upon how their morning went, good or bad.
That's right. That's right.
And so, it just goes quiet. And then you get the rookies in there playing around. The only reason it moves really during lunchtime is because you had some major news announcement that kept things going, or you have one pending,
Yeah.
So, but there's nothing major coming out. It usually just goes to sleep. And I had some traders I talked to that last Friday, they did like 10, one guy did 15 butterflies on Friday.
Okay.
Last Friday, before the holiday, because, the market is talking about going to sleep.
That's right.
Okay. These guys are like, it's a 3-day weekend, peace, I'm out. And so the market is, I get moves in the morning and then it just stops.
Because what happens, folks, is that it's just like, everyone takes their marbles and go home.
Exactly. Well, and one thing I tell people all the time, the one thing that moves the markets, it's not our indicators, it's not my deviation lines, it's not fib levels, The only thing that moves the markets is orders. So the market moves, it exists to fill orders. It's price discovery. That's what you're doing, that's what everybody's doing.
Right.
And if there's no more buyers above the market, it's going to drop. There's no more sellers below the market, it's going to rise. What if there's neither? Well, it's just going to oscillate.
No doubt.
So there's no orders in the market. It's just going to basically oscillate up and down. You get these small little ranges, and you're going in, and like every 15, 20 minutes, you're just taking off.
Yeah.
You're talking $50. It's not bad. You could do 100 of them. You can do 10. Whatever your account size is.
Yes.
But it's a 1-to-1 reward to risk ratio neutral trade, which is pretty sweet. Very rarely can you get premium collection at a 1-to-1.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
And I made this chart up I'm playing with right now, and because I'm getting so into these expiration trades,
okay.
So I'm getting a little bit addicted to them.
Yeah.
And so over here, let me see if I can find. Here it is. Yeah. And it's like I want to chart all this stuff out, and basically there's 21 expirations.
Okay.
21 expiration times a day on 22 different markets. So 3 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m., and then you got 12 p.m., 1, 125, 132, 215,
and we're looking at a
225,
spreadsheet,
230.
folks, with yellows and X's on it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically these are all the markets on Nadex. And I grouped all the U.S. indices have the same expirations, all the FX pairs have the same expirations, okay?
Yes.
Intraday. So I went ahead and I logged all those in there, and then by doing that, I went in and I put an X at every time there's an expiration.
Okay.
So like the binaries expire at 10, 11, 12, 1, okay?
Yes.
And then like the last one's at 1:30, that's the dailies, like over on gold, okay? Because the gold pitch closed at 1:30, that's actually the last expiration on gold. And so I just made that for basically, that's the pit close. That's not really even the pit, it could be the pit close, but it's a daily close, which means the binaries are wider.
Right.
So sometimes you'll actually get a little better, butterfly that you can do. And, but yeah, charted them all out. Got 21 of them on here. I'm actually going to be posting this inside of our diagnostic site, this chart right here. And then we got 22 markets. So, you got and it doesn't matter what time, literally, of day you want to trade. Then we got these things going from 3 a.m. to 11 p.m.
That's amazing.
There are expirations. And you're talking hop in 15 minutes before and use the scanner to do the butterflies. And the butterflies, just to show you a quick summary of how I do them, to make it really quick.
Yes.
And I've done it before on the Nadex platform. It's not you can't do it there. It's a lot of work. But the whole point of the scanner is to make it easy. That's right. That's why I have it.
Right.
So I'll go in here. I'll set like $70 to $90 for my my risk.
The risk.
Okay.
Right.
And then I'll go over here and I'll grab this thing and I'll bring it down to like say 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's 0 minutes to 2 hours. And then I'll just open up each one of the markets. So let's say I want to do the indices. I want to focus on that right now. Okay. And this shows me every possible trade that lines up on all major indices. So, I can look at foreign indices, U.S. indices, whatever. But, there's a, 990.4 to, 980.4 on the Russell. There's
right.
I can literally go up and find all these ones right here. On the S&P right now, we got 1653.7 to 1649.7. I can go in, I can do a trade right now. Now, that one's about a $30 to $40 trade, but it expires in 14 minutes. Yes. And that's not a bad range. 1649.7. Okay, now that's sort of close, but that's a couple points.
Okay.
And 1653.7, which is actually above that's right above our settlement level.
Yes.
So, and again, that has to happen in the next 13 minutes. If it'll stay in between those two prices.
Okay.
And it's already collected money. I can see it going down in value right now.
Okay.
If it stays in between it, then I get to keep the money. So every second that passes, I'm collecting.
You talk
money.
about DK, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's the ultimate premium collection strategy. And I mean, I did Russell contracts.
Yes.
I used to go and do iron albatross, which is really wide iron condor.
Okay.
And I go, I'm talking like I'm going for, 50 cents. Okay.
Right.
And about 30 days out, or the day after expiration, whichever's less. Okay. And I'd go out and I'd do this. I'd literally go in for 50 cent. I make sure it made sense on support and resistance or whatever on the Russell. And on TF, I'm not on TF, but I'm on RUT. So the RUT, and I did these month after month after month. And I mean, I only had like 2 losing months in years, like over like 6-7 years. And great trade.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going in there though, and I'm making, on my risk, I'm making, 5%, which sounds fantastic month after month after month. Okay. But you're talking about doing the same thing hour after hour after hour.
Right. Right.
I mean, right now, that exact same trade, we're looking at it, okay? And, I mean, we're talking, actually, it's at 45.50 as it oscillates. The little premium came in 26.50 right now, 16.51.7, $71 and 16.49.7. So, I mean, they're oscillating down and around, and, I mean, you can layer these things in. You can do them literally over and over and over again. And right here, I just scroll down. I'm like, there's my butterfly. There's my butterfly. There's my butterfly. I mean, that's a $45 one right there on the Wall Street 30. Gives me a 15.325 to 15.305. That's a 20-point range, $50 in 11 minutes.
And folks, what you can do is this: you can open the Nadex account. You can come right to our site at TFNN. You can test drive Darrell's analyzer right here, right now. Right now, we're going to go to Ilka in Boston. Ilka, how you doing?
What's going on, Ilka?
Hi, you guys. How are you?
We're doing great. Ilka, Thank you so much for the Regina's gift certificate. We really appreciate it.
I didn't make it. I had it because I thought I will be able to bring it to you for that conference that you guys had, but I couldn't make it, and I was so regretful because I really wanted to see you guys.
Oh, you are beautiful. Thank you so much.
And I got to try Regina's, so I did get
the bet. So.
Oh, that was the bet. Oh, you are too much.
That was the bet. Yeah, I said no way, and it's funny because it really happened like the night before or something, the day before, but it looked like it. So I said I'm just going to get it because I know I'm a loser at this point.
Oh,
so.
You are too much. You didn't have to do that. That's not right. That's not right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Not at all. So I hope next time you come, you can use it.
I will. Are you kidding me? That is no. So you got to picture something, folks. Okay, I do not eat grains. I'm off pizza. I'm off everything. Okay, and so the only
you weren't when we were in Boston.
That's right. Well, I had to bring you guys. If I am going to go on to grains or have pizza, it's going to be Regina's or Santapios, and let me tell you something. I get so psyched. I can't wait. I couldn't. Well, you know what? Darrell knows what happened. What happened is that one of the guys was saying Santapios, and I looked. I said, I don't think so. I think we got to go to Regina's because if I was going to, I like both of them, but I like Regina's better. You just stay right with us. We'll get Ilka from Boston. We got our man Darrell Martin from Dallas, Texas. Tom O'Brien. All you Tigers and Tigresses, you stay right there. We're coming right back. We had the Dow down 2, Nasdaq off 2, S&Ps are off 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, has helped subscribers for over 10 years navigate the high-risk world of exploring and producing gold companies. And now's a great time to sign up for a free month-long trial to see the kind of insight that Tom delivers for his subscribers on a weekly basis. Every Monday, Tom O'Brien issues a quick update on the metal market, giving you his take on the HUI, XAU, GLD, dollar, bonds, and much more. Tom follows Monday's update with a full gold report, which is delivered to subscribers Tuesday afternoon with detailed coverage of 24 separate gold or metal stocks, as well as another 10 to 15 stocks that he lets you know are on his potential watch list. Get your month-long free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Don't spend another year navigating the metal markets on your own. Act early in 2013 and make the most of your gold and metal market investments. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Let me tell you something, folks. I have people coming up to me saying, I just can't believe the amount of work that Steve does on his newsletter. And I says, I absolutely agree.
That is a recent clip from the Money Masters show that Tom and I do each day at TFNN. My newsletter service, Mastering Probability, is much, much more than a newsletter. Yes, it's outperformed the S&P 500 by 100% during the last 15 months. But more importantly, it's an extraordinary education, a roadmap for your success. And it's yours risk-free for the next 30 days. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and then Mastering Probability, because everyone needs a success strategy. For most, it's a competitive edge, the will to win, the drive to overcome any obstacle. Whatever you call it, winners find a way. Find your way to Mastering Probability today, because your journey to extraordinary rewards is just one click away.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We get Ilka from Boston. We get Darrell Martin and Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. And, you know, Ilka, we just figured it out, Darrell and I. What we're going to do is that the next time we're coming up to Boston, we're going to go to Regina's and we're going to grow our account in our waistline. We're going to trade the Nadex product at Regina's.
Believe it or not, I have never had their pizza.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
Listen.
One day when we go this summer, we have to definitely go to Regina's.
Oh,
I'm not a pizza eater, but I will definitely go for it.
You're going to have to. You know what's so cool? You know what happens, folks, is that, so picture something, you know, when voices come in over the year, I happen to know Ilka and her husband and her children, and you know what, I forget where we were, but I have a picture in my mind with you and your husband and your kids, and I forget where we were, and you're all walking down the street, so I can picture you absolutely walking down the north end.
Yeah.
You know, and I forget, you want to do it. Do it this summer. You'll have a blast.
Oh, definitely. We'll definitely do it.
Yeah. So,
E-minis are struggling. But anyways, what I would like you to tell me, on a dollar, I'm comparing the 10-minute to 2-hour volumes.
Okay.
And the 10 minutes are, they have the volume. But the 2 hours, I wanted to ask you, should I be comparing it to the 9 a.m. of yesterday's candle or the 7 a.m. of yesterday's candles? Because if it's the 9 a.m., then we're kind of struggling. We don't have enough volume to break it. But Can you just...
That would be correct. Okay, so let's do the 10-minute. And this is what I do. This is a great question, folks, because what happens is this. So picture something, that before the market really gets active, it's like do you compare it there? You always and you do. You compare it right what it's going into. So you're absolutely right. So what we did is this. At 10 o'clock, we did 2,600 contracts, 2,639, and you're going into that downdraft that had...
I do not see your chart, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
On the TV.
Okay. Al, can you get my chart up on the TV? Okay. So what we have here is you're going into that downdraft, and that downdraft had 2,900, and the first legs, that's not bad. It's 26. So that right there, it's going to need more. Okay, but that's not that bad for the acceleration up.
Yeah, yep.
You know, so
we're talking 10 minutes, though, right?
That's we're talking 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah,
now you want to see how many minutes?
120.
120. Okay, let me get 120 on here. So.
Because the 120 is
no,
what
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I can put the 120 up right now.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, with you have with the 120. She's going to need a lot more action. Well, hold it. How many minutes are we into the 120? So
we still have like 3 more minutes only.
Oh, see, I got something different. My 120 started at 10.
Oh, okay. So then an hour. Hold on. Let me see what
and right now I'm at 7,100, but you're at 16,000. So.
But my question is, do I compare it to the candle with the wick or the large candle for volumes? Because
the large one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, always take the big. Exactly. What you're doing. So what you're doing, folks, is that you're making it the hardest to take it over, because the one before that, you see, it's a slightly higher, but the volume is dramatically higher.
Even though it's a swing.
That's correct. I always take the biggest one to make it the hardest in order to.
Okay.
And when I say the hardest, folks, it means that you're being the most conservative in what you're actually looking at.
So do you think that that resistance right there, because I'm considering that as a resistance at this point, will back up and then we'll have, because we have good amount, but just not good enough amount for it to break it, I think.
No, I think it's gonna do it. Now, what you're hearing off me there too, Ilka, is that because it's a Friday, they want to smoke gold. Yeah. That's what's happening here too. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Very good.
Thanks so much.
You guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Okay.
We're getting that fall back now. 1652.75. Pulling on back.
That's a beautiful thing. You stay right there, folks. We got Basil coming up next, and then keeping you healthy. And then Darrell's coming right back. Have a great one. Have a safe one.